on, baby, come on.
In a fragile balance between deliverance and death, this fawn, found only days ago with a compound fracture, had no chance.
Good girl.
Until Kathy Hayes came along.
It's a 24/7 job. Some may be diseased, some may be injured, some may be attacked by dogs of some sort.
Kathy is one of only a few fawn rehabilitators in North Carolina. We met another one last July when veterinarian nurse Billy Garrett was our person of the week.
It feels like it's in line, but it's not.
In fact, it was seeing Billy's story that inspired Kathy. She recently called Billy for help with this injured fawn.
And it's all simply because we're going to, I think, call it the Channel 13 deer.
Right now, there are 9 of these little deer receiving Kathy's care.
It's always much more labor intensive when they're very young.
It's really more than that. It's costly. Buildings and pens are needed. There are vet bills, and the food cost alone.
Say if you had 8 fawns at $11 a day, that's $616 a week.
Kathy and her husband Ken spend a lot of their own money when donations don't cover it all.
Tink! Come on, Tink!
And it took 11 weeks of training from state wildlife officers to learn how to do it the right way.
This is Luigi.
And the right way?
These are the boys.
Not letting these little deer become too near and dear to your heart.
The more human contact they have, the less chance of survival that animal has, and that's why we like to put it all in our rehabbers' hands.
It's not easy to limit the human touch.
You just want to love them. They are just so gentle and so beautiful, and each one has its own distinct personality and face.
And it's sad when a young deer's life is lost. But Kathy and Ken even created a burial ground, a fawn memory garden.
It's sadder to think that before we had the little fawn memory park, as we call it, that they were put in the landfill.
The little fawn with a broken leg is expected to heal, and once rehabbed, released where it belongs.
We need to keep them wild.
As for Kathy Hayes,
I do worry about them, and I think about them, but that's what we're here for.
You finished?
she'll continue doing what she dearly loves.
No,
Larry Blunt,
no more.
News 13.